It is Senior Day 2019 here at Bowen Field and the series finale of the regular season for the Bluefield College Rams against the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Well, everybody, Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us across the Rams Digital Sports Network as Bluefield tries to close it out for their three seniors honors today. Marcus Espinal, as well as Jose Santana, and out in center field, Jordan Huntley. Take a look at that Tennessee Wesleyan lineup, the number 2 team in the country. Head coach Billy Berry, a former Bluefield College Rams head coach and a former Bluefield College Ram baseball player. Same exact lineup as yesterday. Tyler Reichenborn batting first and playing in center. Max Dreyer, the third baseman, batting second, while Bryce Giles, the second baseman, will bat third. Manny Perez, the DH, batting fourth, while Anthony Williams picks up that 5 spot and plays at first base again. Dan Fry out in left field batting sixth, while Shamoy Christopher will once again be the catcher in the final game of this series. Adrian Marquez batting eighth and playing in right field, and Josmel Rodriguez, the shortstop, batting ninth. We'll see Philip Seeley as the pitcher in the bottom of the first inning, but here we are in the top of the first with the Rams going with Nathan Cutler on the mound. Now, Nathan Cutler had one of the best outings, if not the best outing of any Rams pitcher this year, pitching 8 shutout innings against the Bryan College Lions, the first time that Bryan College had been shut out in 220 games this year. Bit of a mix-up here in this lineup today. Jose Santana will be playing at first base for Bluefield, usually the designated hitter for the Rams. He'll get a start at first base instead of Edgardo Bernard. Other than that, pretty much all the same, with Joseph Cardona as the catcher lining up with Reichenborn. And the first pitch is high for ball 1, and we get this one started at 1:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a gorgeous Sunday for Bluefield College baseball. So Cutler kicks and deals. That fastball is popped up shallow right field. Holzer glides towards the left and makes the catch. There's out number 1. So Cutler picked up a big win his last time out and really trying to keep this going of the trend where Bluefield has had good outings from their pitchers, but unfortunately on the other end, Tennessee Wesleyan has just had incredible aces so far in this series. Saw yesterday Manny Perez get the start in game 1. Ended up getting the win even after the Rams put a few bats on him, as that one is swung on and cranked into left field. Napoleon makes the catch, and Dreyer is retired for the second out. Bluefield, Stephen Estep pitched the full 9 innings in game 1, and Alex Perkins did all right in game 2, made it through 5 2/3 out of the 7-inning game. Cody Gardier struggled there a little bit, but Bluefield kept it close with the number 2 team in the country. Right now, Tennessee Wesleyan 43-8 on the year as Bryce Giles steps to the plate, the second baseman. First pitch is on the top left corner, called strike 1. So Nathan Cutler performing with his father and his grandfather in the stands today, making the trip from Bedford, Virginia. Here's the 0-1. Switch hitter looks at it outside, evens up at 1-1. And for Cutler, his little brother is playing in Blacksburg in basketball today as a 12-year-old younger brother. And Dad and Grandpa made their trip out here to Bluefield as that one is popped up behind home plate and out of play. Well, Cardona couldn't find it in the sunny sky. Partly cloudy here. So for Cutler, can he make it 2 big starts in a row against ranked teams in the AAC? Now, very tough to do. A guy coming off of his redshirt season. Cutler this year with a 6.23 ERA. That was his first win of the season against Bryan. Here's the 1-2. Outside and low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So he's 1-4. Across 47 2/3, 69 hits, 54 runs. Only 33 of them have been earned. 19 walks, 25 strikeouts. So you saw the obvious discrepancy there as the 2-2 hits on the inside corner. Nathan Cutler fans Giles looking, and that's it for the top of the first. Bulldogs go 3 up, 3 down, and on to the bottom of the first and the series finale. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first coming up. Here's Jordan Huntley up against Philip Seeley. Well, Seeley is on the mound for Tennessee Wesleyan, one of the best pitchers in the AAC. Has been honored a few times as the pitcher of the week. 4.85 ERA, 6-2 on the year. As that breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike one. Up against Huntley, the leadoff man for pretty much the whole season for Bluefield. The 0-1 is cut on and miss on a high fastball. Rams right now at 23-22. So they'll at least finish the season with a .500 record, but 11-15 in the AAC. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches in and out. All it takes for Seeley. To bring up the first baseman, Jose Santana. Rams trying to avoid being swept. Have not been swept by a conference opponent since the end of March against Truett McConnell when they came to Bowen Field and beat Bluefield pretty handily after that first game as Santana fouls it back. Quickly 0-1 to Santana, former AAC Player of the Week himself after a big series against Montreat about a month and a half ago. Santana is hitting .366, has 1 home run, 24 RBIs, 0-1. Fastball watches outside. Evens it up at 1-1 with 1 out. 3:35 down the lines here at Bowen Field, about 400 dead center as the 1-1 is high. 2 balls and 1 strike, and that's something you're going to notice about these Tennessee Wesleyan hurlers is the fact that they keep this game moving along. 2-1. And on the ground over towards short, reeled in by Rodriguez. Throw to first, and time. Almost took Williams off for the bag there, but he tapped that back foot. 2 outs. So a quick 2 gone, and that'll bring up Ozzie Millette. Inning .330 on the year, 2 home runs, 33 RBIs. Got a couple of hits in the second game yesterday. First pitch to him, and the third baseman from Miami scoots out of the way, but looked like time was called there, so that will not count. So Seeley has to look again. Blue jersey, he fires. Another fastball inside, pretty much the exact same pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. So Tennessee Wesleyan in the blue jerseys today with the white letters that say TWU on the front. 1-0. In on the ground softly up the middle. Bounces off the mound. Rodriguez fields. Sidearms to first. 3 up, 3 down. A quick first inning. On to the second. Still no score. Welcome back, everybody. Manny Perez leads it off against Nathan Cutler in the top of the second inning. Still no score. An inning that took 7 minutes. So breaking ball drops across the knee, strike 1. Manny Perez, a starter on the mound as well as a DH for this NAIA powerhouse in Tennessee Wesleyan. Perez is hitting .385. Did not get a hit in the game 2 yesterday as he swings and taps that one down the third baseline. Long charge back for Millette. Throws across the diamond. He got him. Good play by the Miami native. 1 out. That'll bring up Anthony Williams. So Williams, the first baseman in pretty much every game so far. He awaits on the left side. Cutler looking in. First pitch. It was a fastball right down the middle, strike 1. Well, Williams hitting .291. He's hit the home run ball 4 times this year with 41 RBIs. Second on the team to Braden Mosley, who's not in the lineup, 0-1. Line drive reeled in by Santana over at first base. Jumped up, hit him right in the palm of that black glove, now 2 outs. Dan Fry up to the dish, batting left-handed. Williams nearly snuck one through there. And Santana playing the rare first base, able to catch it for out number 2. Haven't gotten around to telling you that Bluefield lineup yet, but really the biggest change, Carlos Torres will be the DH rather than the second baseman, and Andy Pena is playing second as that first pitch is a breaking ball right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ground ball softly hit down the first baseline off the end of the bat and foul. So the count at 0-2. Cutler is strike away from another great inning of work. Sun beaming down from the left side. Currently a great weather day for baseball. Closing out the regular season, Cutler rocks and deals. Inside, almost hit Fry. He dropped the bat and will go right back to the left side of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Tennessee Wesleyan trying to clinch yet another AAC championship in the regular season. I believe they already have, as that one is fouled off on the right side out of play. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the tournament because Tennessee Wesleyan did drop 2 of 3 games against Bryant. Here's the 1-2, and it's upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got it, 2-2, the pitch to Fry. Swings and jams it foul into the Bluefield dugout again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, still no score in the top of the second inning. More fans making their way out for senior day and really trying to enjoy a nice day after church. The 2-2. Fry looks at it again, right down the middle. 2 backwards Ks from Nathan Cutler, and the Rams hold the Bulldogs scoreless in the first 2 innings. On to the bottom of the second. Still no score between Bluefield and the number 2 team in the country. Welcome back, everybody, on to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score. Seeley is on the mound again for Tennessee Wesleyan up against the 4-5-6 for Bluefield. Here's Lennon Napoleon, one of the more extravagant, flamboyant players on this team. First pitch, Napoleon, the check swing. It's a fastball down the middle, strike one. Every time he gets a base hit, there's always a celebration, whether if it's a single or a double, even a home run. That breaking ball curves into the zone, quickly 0-2. So Seeley trying to keep this game moving along like his predecessors did yesterday, and the quick 0-2 is fouled back. And Napoleon with a shoulder shrug digs back in. That foul ball caught him, or bought him a little bit more time. Swinging a high fly out to center field. Reichenborn jogging back and makes the catch over the shoulder. It drifted on him a little bit more than he would have liked with the wind pushing out towards left center. And Napoleon is retired. 4 up, 4 down for Bluefield. That'll bring up Joseph Cardona. First pitch to the catcher on the outside corner. Well, Cardona has had a good year behind the plate for Bluefield, a competent catcher. The 0-1 is fouled back quickly, 0-2. Placing the shoes of a senior catcher last year in Austin Browning. Has 3 home runs, 21 RBIs, hitting .270, but a little bit of pop we've seen from Cardona. Here's the 0-2. Outside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, you hear the whistle of the train out and right. The 1-2. Outside and low again, dropping in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice day out in City Park. A few people out there jogging, some birthday parties, and that little train tugging along. Here's the 2-2. Swinging a liner over the glove of Bryce Giles into right center field. A base hit for Joseph Cardona, and the Rams have their first base runner in the bottom of the second. Just got it off of the end of the bat. We have seen that from Cardona a few times where he just misses the sweet spot of that neon green bat he uses. Goes off of the end, but that time the little flare over the second baseman's glove is good enough for a hit. Andreas Holzer, the right fielder, up to the plate. The runner at first and no score and 1 out. First pitch is a fastball that crosses the knees for strike 1. Holzer, another guy that has really came into his own as far as fielding this year. Maybe one of the more athletic outfielders out of the 3. Here's the 0-1. It's high. Napoleon also, you can certainly make a case for every one of them, but it seems like with these foul balls down the line, Holzer has came up with some great plays that really nobody expected him to make as Seeley tries to pick off Cardona, or rather Larson at first. Doesn't come up with anything. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. 1 man on. The pitch, and it drops at knee-high length. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A bit of a delayed strike call. Rams in the way easier to read jerseys today with the gray and blue numbers on the back. 1-2. Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, they decided to get patriotic yesterday. Wore those Desert Storm jerseys. The American flag background numbers, and now that's all fine and dandy, but for us here on the third base side, it is impossible to read those numbers from a distance. Here's a 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? No. Held up. Just a bit outside on the fastball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. So Seeley even working from the stretch, keeping the game mowing along. Payoff. Got on and missed. And Holzer goes into the dugout. Not sure what the confusion was there, as Holzer is going to go over to first base. He definitely swung. Maybe there was a chance that he fouled it off, but he did not argue. Nobody else is coming out. Here comes one of those seniors, Marcus Espinal, the shortstop. Steps up to the plate. Family is in tow today. Got to escort him out. His father was in town, as well as his uncle, I believe, as that fastball goes inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 gone. Runner at first, and Matthew Larson running for Joseph Cardona, who got the single. Espinal hitting .377, which leads the team. Fouls it back. Ball and a strike. 4 home runs, including 2 in the series against Bryan, one of those being a grand slam. 21 RBIs for a guy that started really half of the season, the latter half that is. Here's the 1-1. Popped up right side. Williams chasing down the line into the infield. Wynn pushing it along, but Williams catches it for the third and final out. We've played 2 innings, ready for the third. It's still no score between Tennessee Wesleyan and Bluefield on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Top of the third, ready to go. Now here comes Shamoy Christopher. And the 7-8-9 due up for Tennessee Wesleyan. Nathan Cutler on the mound, and we had mentioned his family is in attendance today, including his Hall of Fame grandfather, Jim Cutler. First pitch to Christopher, popped up foul territory. Santana with a long chase. Cardona trying to track it down as well, and he can't make the catch as the catcher takes a tumble onto that warning track. Likely should have had that, and it's a loud strike one. Well, Cutler had 513 wins when he was the head coach at the old Bedford High School, and then it became Liberty High School. Being a Virginia Hall of Famer, also coached golf, girls basketball, and how about this, back in 1987, coached in the Olympic Festival. So they know baseball, that's for sure, that Cutler family here. Grandpa's watching on the third base side as that fastball goes across the knees. No balls, 2 strikes. Father Ken Cutler in attendance today. Here's the 0-2. Christopher swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Cardona picks it up, throws to the right, and Santana makes the catch. There's 1 out, 3rd strikeout for Nathan Cutler. Here comes Adrian Marquez, a guy with double-digit home runs on the season. We've only seen 1 home run, and of course, those are famous last words for an announcer. But yesterday, Bryce Giles smacked the ball opposite field off of Cody Gardier. That's the only long ball we've seen from either team. That first pitch just creeps a little too far inside on the right fielder. Marquez hitting .305 on this season, 10 home runs, 25 RBIs. Wind swirling out towards left field. Here's the 1-0. Check swing on a breaking pitch low. Did he go? Yes. Evens up at 1-1. Marquez is not excited about that. Takes a couple of looks, but luckily for him, it's only the first strike in the at-bat. Nobody on, still no score. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Well, there's some movement on some of those lower pitches, and Marquez trying to go fishing down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Marquez slaps it foul left side over our press box and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Good look in for Marquez. Here's the pitch. Into the air, out to deep right center. Should stay in the ballpark. Holzer called off by Huntley. And the senior center fielder makes the catch for the second out. Just didn't get enough of it, and boy, that wind really is swirling around. Holzer thought he had the best play at it. Huntley backed up right in front of the scoreboard and made the catch. Josmel Rodriguez, confident guy to have in the 9 spot for Billy Berry's team in Tennessee Wesleyan, 43-8 on the year. Better expect this team to make the NAIA tournament as that breaking ball is low, ball 1. Won a national championship before. Athens, Tennessee. We mentioned yesterday that I had bumped into a guy, Taylor Saucedo, in the Eastern League last year as that 1-0 goes outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Saucedo, a pitcher in the Blue Jays organization, and actually pitched for the Bluefield Blue Jays here at Bowen Field. So not only did he play here in college, but he played here in the pros. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaks just a bit outside and misses 3-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Cutler down 3-0 for the first time today. Yeah. Inside corner, and it's called a strike. Rodriguez popped out of the way. Rams will have the 8-9-1 due up. Trying to get some run support. That has been the trouble for Bluefield all series. 3-1 is outside, ball 4. First walk and the first base runner for Tennessee Wesleyan. 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup, and Tyler Reichenborn, he flew out. Goes to center field his last time up. Very good table setter for Tennessee Wesleyan. Obviously, you would expect that for the guy in the number 2 team in the country in the leadoff spot to be good. Well, he has lived up to it. So he takes a breaking ball outside on the corner, strike 1. Righty to righty, no balls, 1 strike. Billy Berry looking over on the third base side, trying to get his team to sweep Bluefield College. And they haven't done it as confidently because Bluefield's pitching has been pretty stout. As the 0-1 is a fastball that crosses the TWU letters on the chest, and Cutler is quickly up 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Small lead at first for Rodriguez in a scoreless contest in the top of the 3rd inning. The pitch popped up, foul territory. Santana with a long chase, and it lands on top of the roof. Oh and 2. Cutler letting up the first base runner of the day on a walk, now trying to keep Reichenborn honest here. No balls, 2 strikes. He nods and deals. Rodriguez takes off, looking for the hit and run, and Reichenborn punches it off foul, right side now to play. That's another thing Tennessee Wesleyan has been able to do with relative ease in this series is steal. Bryce Giles stole twice on Joseph Cardona yesterday, 2nd and 3rd. Looking at an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first, and a scoreless game. Cutler deals, and the dirt. Cardona picks it up, throws to second. Could be close, but it sails into center field. He threw it wide to the left. Espinal was covering, had to stretch over, and Rodriguez just was ready for that ball to drop low. It's the first ball in the at-bat, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it wasn't as far away from Cardona, so a good throw there. That's a bang-bang play at second base. Now runner in scoring position, only forces at first now to end the top of the 3rd inning. Cutler checks on second and deals. Swinging a ground ball, laced over to third, scooped up by Millette, throws to first, Reeled in by Santana, and that's it for the top of the third inning. So a runner left in scoring position for Tennessee Wesleyan. Rams coming to bat, trying to break the 0-0 tie on the Rams Digital Sports Network. First pitch hit well and deep to left field, charging back, and Fry makes the catch for the first out. Boy, he nearly had it. Carlos Torres saw that first pitch from Seeley and jammed it, or at least launched it to deep left field. Almost missed that home run call, folks, but here we are with one out. Andy Pena up to the plate, bottom of the third, still no score. Pena getting the start at second base, and he struggled yesterday as the second baseman for Bluefield. Rams just had so many errors in that first game. There were 6 as that first pitch goes outside on the lefty, strike one. And after he made the second one, he kind of knew what was coming next, and he was taken out of the game. Here's the 0-1. It's outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. That happened at the top of the 6th inning, and Carlos Torres got the start at second. Ready for the 1-1. Here it is. Fouled off left side. That's another thing. That game ended up being 3-1. And only one of the runs scored against Estep in that 9-inning game he pitched was earned. Here's the 1-2. Outside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, Seeley working so quickly. Pena had to step out. Now he's back in. Ready for the 2-2. Ground ball, first base, got on a hop. Williams flashes up the ball, and he wins the race to the bag. Back to the top of the lineup, and Jordan Huntley 0 for 1. Rams have 1 hit so far, and it's from Joseph Cardona. Huntley's back to the plate. He struck out last time up as that breaking ball goes right down the middle for strike 1. Seeley got the game started off well. 3 pitches in, a strikeout to Huntley. Here's the 0-2. Went back at a fastball. So all pitches to Huntley, all 5 of them have been strikes. 2 gone, nobody on. The 0-2 breaks in the dirt. First ball thrown to Huntley. Now the senior can finally breathe for just a second. Seeley steps and fires. Bounces in the dirt again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Hit in the air to deep left field. Fry is on the run at the warning track and makes the catch as he slides onto the wall. Boy, he almost slipped up, but a catch nonetheless, and Huntley is robbed of extra bases. Rams go loudly there, 3 up, 3 down. On to the 4th inning, still no score. Welcome back, everybody, on to the top of the fourth inning. Still 0-0 between Bluefield and Tennessee Wesleyan on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Cutler is ready up against the 2-3-4. He's only let up one base runner on a walk. Tall, lanky pitcher from Bedford looks in, and Dreyer is up to bat. Dreyer 0 for 1. First pitch to him. Fastball knee high, but actually just a bit lower than that, ball one. Cutler already has 3 strikeouts so far. 1-0. Breaks high, but called a strike, so evens it up at 1-1. Rams just need to find the run support to help out these pitchers that have really been going lights out, at least in the beginning of games against Tennessee Wesleyan. But unfortunately, the pitchers for the Bulldogs are just that good as well. Here's the 1-1. Laced out to center field. Huntley on an all-out sprint, goes to the left and glides to make the catch. Covering about 30 yards of ground, Huntley saved an extra base knock right there. And that is not easy, especially with the wind current pushing that ball to the gap. There's the first out of the fourth inning. Here comes Bryce Giles. Giles went down looking to end the top of the first, his last time up 0 for 1. Cutler with the wind gusting in, he deals. There's his strike, the left part of the plate. Switch hitter is down 0-1. So Manny Perez on deck, 1 out. Giles smoked that home run off of guard here yesterday. Here's the 0-1. Right down Broadway, strike 2. Giles quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. So he takes a moment, steps out, trying to get the pace back to his own liking as the 0-2 is high and in. Giles turns into it, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cutler ready to go. Ready for the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball, shot over to second, fielded by Pena in the grass, whips to first in time, 2 gone. It looked like Pena almost slipped out there on the dirt, fringing between the infield and the outfield. He's trying to get whatever it is off of his cleats. 2 outs. Back to Manny Perez, 0 for 1. Only base runner to reach has been Josmel Rodriguez on a walk. Top of the fourth with 2 gone. Cutler steps off. Boy, Manny Perez due for a hit. Right now 0 for 4 in the series after starting game 2 as a hitter, of course. He started game 1 as a pitcher and threw pretty well, 7 2/3. Here's the first pitch. And across the knee, strike 1. By the way, 7 1/3, excuse me. Now Cutler with a long peer in of Joseph Cardona. Righty versus righty as Cutler steps and deals. Into the air, down the right field line. Could be trouble. Holzer sprinting towards the line and gallops. He can't make the catches. That one drops in fair territory. Throw to second, tag. He appears to get him. Yes. So it'll be a single for Manny Perez. Not sure how Holzer dropped that one, but bounced that throw onto second base, and Perez is sniped for the 3rd out at the top of the 4th inning. 3-3, down goes Tennessee Wesleyan. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. Seeley on the bunt, ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. And the first pitch to Santana is outside, ball 1. Bluefield looking for their first, or rather second hit of the ball game. Seeley deals. Santana, the senior, looks at it right down the middle, evens it up at 1-1. Playing on senior day, can Santana lift Bluefield over the number 2 team in the country? 1-1 is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. The Bulldogs already winning the series, sweeping the doubleheader yesterday in a couple of close games. 2-1. Outside corner called, that just missed. Umpire just called it so confidently that that was a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 to Santana. He swings and lifts it out to deep center field. Reichenborn chasing back right near the warning track and settles down to make the catch. And there's the first out. It is only a matter of time before the ball gets in one of these wind gusts and absolutely lifts into the mountain behind center field. Either for Tennessee Wesleyan or Bluefield, that is going to happen. These balls are jumping off of the bat and traveling a little bit farther than they should. Here's Ozzie Millette, first pitch to him. Right down the middle, strike 1. Rams with only 1 hit. It's from Joseph Cardona. Millette fouls it off. Now down 0-2. Both teams with only 1 hit. Manny Perez with 1, and then he was gunned down at second base. That shouldn't have even really been a hit. Holzer looked like he had a good play on it. Went off of his glove. 0-2. And on the ground over to third. Rayer throws to first, 2 gone. Lennon Napoleon trying to get a Bluefield runner on with 2 outs and no score in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now Napoleon digs in right side, 0 for 1. First pitch to him. Hit him right in the back, tried to get out of the way. Toss that bat away. Now Bluefield has a runner on, so Seeley just lost it there. And Joseph Cardona, can he make himself 2 for 2? Third base coach Mike White and the head coach of Bluefield now in his 14th season. Looking for his 400th win. Right now, he's at right now at 396 wins. His boy Cardona was well early on that one, smacking it off of the siding of that batting facility down the right field line. He's making no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch and the dirt and kind of on a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. So Cardona was well early, then went on some breaking ball action in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes. Napoleon hit by a pitch is at first, the second base runner of the day for the Rams. Seeley flicks the ball around in the glove and deals. Outside, just missed, ball 1. Got it, 1-2, 2 gone. Here's the pitch. Fouled back again. Boy, Cardona is just missing on some of these pitches from Seeley. Philip Seeley, 3 2/3 to his name at the moment. 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seeley looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Rams looking for their first run, and it actually would be their first lead of the entire series. Tennessee Wesleyan has not given that up. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The offer into the air, out to right field. Marquez on the run near the warning track, and that one's out of here. Joseph Cardona launches his 4th home run of the season, and Bluefield has a 2-0 lead over the number 2 team in the country. You could tell with the swings in that at-bat, it was only a matter of time before the Bluefield catcher really sent one on a ride, and he sure did there. Rams will certainly take that. Cardona, after that first pitch, he absolutely smacked off the batting facility. You could just tell it was going to happen soon as Holzer punches it foul onto the right side out of play. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, a 2-out home run from Joseph Cardona. Here's the 0-1, and it's low. Ball and a strike, so that gives Nathan Cutler a little bit more run support. Not even more, just some run support either way. Here's the 1-1. In the air, softly on the left side. Backing up, Rodriguez makes the catch in shallow left. And after the shortstop gloves it, the 4th inning is over. A home run from Joseph Cardona. He's 2 for 2 today with a single and a home run. Rams, more importantly, lead 2-0 over Tennessee Wesleyan. Nathan Cutler still on the mound for Bluefield, and the Rams have their first lead in the series. Anthony Williams, the first baseman, digs in on the left side. Joseph Cardona, his 4th home run of the year, a 2-run bomb, a 2nd hit of the ball game, and Bluefield leads 2-0. Cutler deals, and the first baseman smacks it foul down the first baseline. He pulled one his last time up, and it was caught by Santana. He's playing at first base, one of those rare starts for him at first base, after being the primary DH for Bluefield College this year. So it'll go Williams, Fry, and Chamoy Christopher. Latter 2 of which struck out. The pitch, a tying away. 1 ball, 1 strike. With that home run from Cardona, you could tell in the at-bat he was due to hit a ball that hard. 1-1. Crossing the knee, strike 2. Another breaking ball from Nathan Cutler, especially after the first pitch when he cranked it, and I mean cranked a foul ball. It was basically he swung as soon as the ball left Seeley's fingertips. Here's the 1-2. Just hit off the end of the bat, could be trouble. Third baseline, picked up Cardona, throws to first, not in time. Second base hit of the ball game comes on a swinging bunt for Tennessee Wesleyan and Anthony Williams. And you could tell that was just due to happen after it hit off the end of the bat. And Cardona, to his credit, made that play a little bit closer than it really appeared like it was going to end up. Now Dan Fry, swing of the bat, could tie the game. And for the first time, Ozzie Millette playing up in the grass on the third base side. Potentially a bunt opportunity here. Top of the 5th inning as Cutler fires. Hit in the air to deep right field. Holzer looks up, and now the game is tied. So Dan Fry absolutely torched that one. It was a low pitch. Destroyed it for his 7th home run of the year and the 2nd home run of the game, following up Bluefield's ability to tie it up, courtesy Joseph Cardona. They don't lead for long. Now all tied up 2-2. Wow. Well, he avenged that strikeout. Base is now clear with no outs, 2-2 the score. Here's the pitch. Christopher with a check swing. It's a breaking ball. Called a strike. Well, that was low. Fry golfed that swing out. Holzer just had to watch the ball land into City Park. Here's the 0-1. And it's tied. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shout out to Stevie Collier watching out in Tampa Bay, Florida. One of the minor league clubhouse assistants for the New York Yankees. Proud Bluefield College alum as Christopher gets hit on the knee right there. The first three base runners have been allowed for Tennessee Wesleyan, and Christopher seems to be hurt. He'll get up and try to limp it off. Seems to be all right now. And even with the catcher coming on, courtesy runner is going to come out for him. And yes, Malik Stevens will jog out for his catcher. So after really a banner beginning of this game, Nathan Cutler's 4 innings, perfect. Other than one hit, but now getting up a home run there. Here's Adrian Marquez. Right fielder trying to keep this inning going. 3 up, all have reached base. That bunt attempt is laid down, right back to the pitcher. Cutler bobbles for a second, rifles the first, not in time. Wow. That one looked to be a little bit closer. Cutler put the ball on the ground after just hand-fisting it right in front of the pump. It'll be scored as a hit. Bring up Josmel Rodriguez. So 4 batters up, all have reached base in a tied ball game, 2-2. Well, that camped down on the third base grass now. Look for Bluefield after leading 2-0. Cutler gets the run support and it just gives it up as a bunt attempt is fouled away. Strike 1. Rodriguez walked, the only walk we have seen from Cutler. He has hit 1 batsman though. Chamoy Christopher, represented by Malik Stevens over there at second base. I'm still looking for that first out, keeping the score tied, hopefully in their minds here. Sun is back out. Cutler deals 0-1, pulls a bunt attempt back, and Rodriguez is quickly down 0-2 after the breaking ball crosses. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Long look in for Cutler. Didn't expect him to really go lights out against the number 2 team in the country. Now in his first jam of the day, the 0-2. Rodriguez grounds it up the middle, could be 2. Fielded at second. Pena throws to first, and it's a 4-3 double play. It's a big gift there to Cutler. Meanwhile, Stevens goes over to third. Now there are 2 gone. And back to the top of the lineup we go with Reichenborn. Here comes Reichenborn with 2 gone. First pitch. Center fielder looks at it on the corner outside. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Center fielder could give them the lead with a base hit, the 0-1. Watched outside, Cardona stares down the runner and Stevens. Cutler has to be ready if a ball bounces awry here. He's going to have to cover home, and This is a deep backstop with that little hill reaching up to that green backstop at Bowen Field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Birds flying overhead. Rams have an arm warming up in the pen in the top of the 5th. 1-1. Hit on the ground, foul, third base side. So he has Reichenborn down to his final strike in the top of the 5th inning. 2 gone. Go-ahead runner at third base. Reichenborn is 0 for 2. The pitch. Hit on a line and caught by Pena as he goes down to the dirt to make the catch. Trying to go opposite field, and Pena was right in the perfect place to snag it. Game is tied, though, after the home run from Dan Fry. 2-2 the score. On to the 6th, or rather the bottom of the 5th inning here at Bowen Field. Espinal hits it deep to right field, backing up on it, Marquez, and there is the first out. Trying to send that first pitch on a ride here in the bottom of the 5th inning, all tied up 2-2. Home runs in back-to-back half innings. Joseph Cardona with one in the bottom of the 4th, and Dan Fry tied it up with a home run in the exact same spot out in the top of the 5th inning. So here we are in the bottom of the 5th, and it's Carlos Torres' turn, trying to make something happen here as Espinal has already been retired. That one's inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bailey Engel on the call here for Bluefield College Rams Senior Day. Here's the 1-0. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Bluefield trying to avoid the sweep at the hands of the number 2 team in the NAIA. Here's the 2-0. Fouled back. Torres hit a ball deep to left field his last time up. That was on the first pitch he saw. Now he's up in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. The DH for the Rams. The offer. Swinging a foul tip glove by Christopher. Got a 2-2 with 1 out. The pitch. Tying in. Torres limbo's back. A full count. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Seeley and a quick 2 outs. Back to Andy Pena, 0 for 1. So Bluefield trying to finish over 500. They will at least finish at 23-23 as that is swung on and missed. So at 500 nonetheless, but trying to go for a complete winning season. Here's the 0-1. Roped on the ground up the middle. Rodriguez watches it go into center. A base hit for Andy Pena. Now flipping the lineup card on over. The Rams did have a home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. See if they can get something done in the bottom of the 5th with the senior Jordan Huntley up to the plate. He hit a ball deep his last time up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch to him is high and in. So Huntley's trying to get to double-digit home runs. It's been a while since he jacked one out. He's against Piedmont International, I believe. He has 9 this year. 1-0. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Go-ahead runner at first base for Andy Pena. 2-2 the score, with 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th inning. Seeley has the ball in the glove, eyes over his shoulder, and deals home. Popped up right field side. Giles over towards the foul line and makes the catch as he jogs into foul territory. Rams leave a runner on as we have played 5 here at Bowen Field. On to the 6th, still scoreless, or rather, all tied up at 2-2. Ready for the top of the 6th inning. Dreyer is up, still 2-2 after the home run tied it up in the top of the 5th inning. Here on the top of the 6th, and Cutler deals outside, low 1-0. Tennessee Wesleyan had not been down at all in the series until Cardona's home run, and they snatched it right back, 1-0. Outside and low, 2 balls, no strikes. That was a tough inning for Cutler. Still got that double play. Tennessee Wesleyan has hit into a good amount of double plays in this series, and that's why the games have been relatively close. Here's the 2-0. And it's high, 3 balls, no strikes. Cutler led on the first 4 batters at the top of the 5th inning after he had really mowed through the lineup. Here's the pitch. There's the strike. That one goes in knee high. Dreyer is 0 for 2. The 2-3-4 due up for Tennessee Wesleyan. Bryce Giles and Manny Perez up next, 3-1. Hit on the ground, third base side and foul, and now it's a full count at 3-2. Cutler looks in, trying to keep this game close. Can the Rams keep giving him run support, though? Payoff. Popped up right side, foul territory. Wind pushing it back in fair, and Santana makes the catch. That's a big win for Cutler after being down 3-0. Deals 3 straight strikes, and on the third one, it's popped up popped up over to Santana to make the catch for the first out. It's now over to Bryce Giles. 1 out. 2-2 the score. Nobody on for Tennessee Wesleyan. Giles 0 for 2 with a strikeout, looking. Shadows rolling overhead at Bowen Field. Playing surface looks absolutely gorgeous today. First pitch. And it's high and tight to the switch hitter, ball 1. Mike White, not only the head coach of Bluefield for the 14 years, also the athletic director, wrapping up his tenure as that. Rams going to have a new athletic director next year, as the 1-0 is low, 2 balls, no strikes, but also just the field manager here at Bowen Field. Takes care of it. It looks great. The maintenance workers, if you will, are the entire Bluefield College team. Here's the 2-0. Giles pops it up left side, out of play. Now it goes to 2-1 with 1 out. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Giles in that blue uniform and the gray pants, eyes Nathan Cutler on the mound. 2-1. Rakes inside, 3-1. Last game of the regular season for Bluefield College. Senior day, and the Rams trying to wrap it up with a win, all tied up at 2-2. Here's the 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Cutler. And that'll bring up Manny Perez. And now it looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter. It'll be Alex Flock. Billy Berry had seen just about enough of Manny Perez at the plate, going 0 for in the series. Here's Alex Flock. We saw him yesterday. First pitch, and it's low for ball 1. So Cutler, after starting out magnificently, has started to slow down just a little bit as we go into the top of the 6th inning. Rams still don't have anybody warming up in the pen. Tied up 2-2. He's let up 4 hits and has 2 walks. A pickoff attempt now. Goes outside. Santana gloves it. Can't lay down a tag. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Pitch goes outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Nods and offers. It's inside, and boy, Cutler can't find the zone here. Witzing just a little bit. 3 balls, no strikes. Well, he's been able to come back on a few batters, but you can't always put yourself in a hole like that. Now Flock, a long shoulder shrug, batting left-handed, the 3-0. Down the middle, there's a strike. So the get me over pitch. Rams trying to get somebody warm out in the bullpen. It appears that they're just going to stay seated. 3-1 with 1 out. Pickoff attempt. Still no tag laid down by Santana. Top of the 6th inning. Series finale. Regular season finale. Tied up at 2-2. And Tennessee Wesleyan did not like trailing for long. They tied it up in an instant. 3-1. Fouled back, and now it's a full count to Flock. Another pickoff attempt. Bryce Giles, a guy that has stolen a couple of times against Bluefield. I mean, yesterday when he stole second and then stole third, that was pretty shocking. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first base. Another pickoff attempt, this time a little bit closer. Giles dove back. Might expect him to go here on a full count. Here's a 3-2. And it is high for ball 4. 2 walks in a row from Cutler. Go ahead run at second base, all tied up 2-2. And now we're going to see our first visit from Thomas Huddleston, the pitching coach, now in his 2nd season. Got to talk with his father, Wesley Huddleston, that is now in attendance today, coming out from Tennessee. Very small town out in Tennessee that Thomas Huddleston and his brother Alex Huddleston are from. Alex out at Lamar University as an assistant athletic trainer right now, covering a ton of sports. Both of those guys have spent some time in Bluefield. Now there's 1 out. Huddleston just making sure his pitcher's all right, and he will be. Cutler goes on the mound, still looking for 2 more outs. 2-2 the score, walking 2 in a row. Anthony Williams to the plate. The first pitch Hit in the air, out to left field, towards the line. Napoleon in foul territory, and it escapes the ballpark. So Anthony Williams almost taken off right there. So Tennessee Wesleyan, the number 2 team in the country, right behind Southeastern. The Rams have played Southeastern in football before, and I got to tell you, the facilities down there are top-notch. It's almost not fair to see a team in the NAIA with that much or that many resources down in Lakeland, Florida. I mean, they're their football team. When they score a touchdown, first of all, they have a video board, and that's just crazy as it is at this level of football. But when they score a touchdown, fire shoots out of that video board. I'm talking real fire. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Tennessee Wesleyan still trying to close in on that top spot, though. The pitch, Williams swings and bounces it over to second. Could be 2. Pena on to short, throw to first. Not in time. And a run comes in to score. So Santana did not throw it home. Bryce Giles comes in, and now it's 3-2. So it ends up being an RBI for Anthony Williams, and the Bulldogs have taken the lead. That was close there. Almost a 4-6-3 double play. Anthony Williams says, not today, and that'll bring up Dan Fry. Homered his last time up. Now it's 3-2. Tennessee Wesleyan has scored 3 unanswered runs. Fry up to the plate. And I mean, tattooed that ball his last time up. Looks at it low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base now, 3-2. The score, Tennessee Wesleyan scoring after the Rams thought they had the double play to end this inning. But instead, just get 1 out, top of the 6th. Another pickoff attempt, not in time. So Williams is at first. He has the RBI. I'm really not sure how that one did not end up being 2. Williams got to give a tip of the cap to him for sprinting down the 90 feet to get there. 1-0. And now it's low. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 runs scored on the home run from Fry back in the 5th inning. 1 run is scored here in the top of the 6th. Fry digs back in on that left side of the plate. Struck out his first time, hit a home run his last time. Ready for the 2-0. It'll have to wait. A pickoff attempt, and that was a bit closer. Williams had to flop back onto the bag at first. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul down the first baseline. Make it 2-1. Ready now at the 2-1. Oh, Fry launched a home run. Now Tennessee Wesleyan has the lead. Cutler trying to back out of the inning. Instead, another pickoff attempt that's high. Williams also stole a couple of bases yesterday. Bluefield making sure that at least these base runners can stay honest here. Cardona has had trouble with them. E-Step got Williams in a rundown yesterday. Certainly helped the Rams. 2-1, popped up behind home plate. Cardona doesn't know he has a chance at it. Now goes back to the warning track and can't make the catch as he hits the backstop. Went out of reach there, climbed up that little hill, appeared to have caught it, hit the wall, and it popped out. That's unfortunate. Could have been the 3rd out. Williams was going. Have to see if Cardona's okay, and it looks like he will be. Might just be a little bit frustrated there because he knew he had a chance to legitimately make that catch. 3-2 the score. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs. Anthony Williams with the go-ahead RBI on the ground out is at first base. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another pickoff attempt, he got him. Great play by Nathan Cutler. Williams doesn't dive back in time. And Dan Fry is left at the plate in the top of the 6th inning. So the score is now 3-2 after the Bulldogs score the go-ahead run. Rams trying to come back when we come back in the bottom of the 6th. Gavin Robertson is now on the mound for Tennessee Wesleyan in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Rams are down by 1. And the righty in his first pitch of the ballgame deals high and tight to the senior Jose Santana. Bailey Engel on the call here. Glad to have you here as Tennessee Wesleyan has scored 3 unanswered runs. Santana pops it up first base side, foul territory. Williams towards the dugout. It bounces out of play. There's strike 1. Evens up at 1-1. Well, Anthony Williams grounded into what appeared to be a tailor-made double play, legged it out down that first base line, got to first. Bryce Giles came in to score to give Tennessee Wesleyan the 3-2 lead. So Nathan Cutler has now pitched 6 innings, and unfortunately for Bluefield, in line for the loss as that breaking ball goes outside. Rams have 3 hits in the game. 2 of them are from Joseph Cardona. 1 is from Andy Pena. Here's the 2-1. And now it's low. 3 balls, 1 strike. So Bluefield trying to avoid the sweep, trying to get a win against the number 2 team in the country. Robertson, long kick, 3-1, high and in, ball 4. So the first batter that Robertson sees, he walks. By the way, for Seeley, his final line, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, all off the home run from Joseph Cardona, 3 strikeouts. Only threw 69 pitches. So he's in line for the win. Robertson, the middle reliever, with the wind starting to gust the dirt up towards him. Tying run is at first base. Ozzie Millette trying to get on for the first time today. 0 for 2. Got it down to third his last time up. Santana takes off. That pitch is popped up, trying on a hit and run. Santana's going to have to gallop back to first base. And that just did not work for Bluefield after Dreyer makes the catch. Well, Millette knew he had to swing on the hit and run, just chopped it out there and popped it up. So now there's one out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leonard Napoleon. Can he try to get Bluefield back on the scoreboard for the first time since the bottom of the 4th inning? Cutler in line for the win as the sun is back out. Robertson, he looks and deals. Swinging a foul ball out on the right side, out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Robertson, by the way, 3.06 ERA, 4-1 on the year, no saves, 32 1/3, 31 hits, 19 runs, 11 of them earned, with 8 walks and 31 strikeouts. Pitch, side armor, deals it outside, 1-1. So that's Sun coming in and going to make it a little bit harder for us to see on the third base side. Here's the 1-1. Caught on and missed. Boy, he was well early on that changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first could tie it up in Santana. 3-2 the score. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Hit in the air out to shallow right field. Bryce Giles has a beat on it, backs up and makes the catch. Now there's 2 outs. Bryce Giles looked like he wanted to cut out and play center field. Reichenborn turned around and go back to his post. So here's Joseph Cardona, 2 for 2, a single and a home run. That was his 4th home run of the season. And he destroyed it out to right field, and we could tell after the ball popped off of the bat on that foul ball he hit earlier in the count that if he put the bat on the ball square, it was going to go out. Here's the pitch. Cardona looks at the first pitch he sees from Robertson right down the middle, strike 1. Got an 0-1, 1 out or 2 outs. Runner at first, 3-2 the score, bottom of the 6th inning. Robertson from the belt, high kick, and deals a fastball caught on and missed. So we walk Santana. Got a quick 2 outs after that on pop-ups. Now Robertson has Cardona down to his final strike. Now the 0-2. Fouled back. Cardona does a good job in keeping pitchers honest in the fact that he fouls off a lot of balls, extends the at-bat. We have just seen the best pitching of any series this year in Tennessee Wesleyan versus Bluefield. Rams have played well against the Bulldogs, but they have not been able to consistently find a way to beat them. Oh, 2. Check swing and a high fastball. Did he go? Yes. So after walking the first batter, Gavin Robertson mows down the next 3. We have played 6 innings, ready for the 7th. It's 3-2 Tennessee Wesleyan. Dan Fry leads it off in the top of the 7th inning, and the Bluefield has a new pitcher on the mound. It's Justin Meza. So Cutler's day is done. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Now in line for the loss. Those 3 walks were big. Still a good day from Cutler nonetheless. Now Meza with a 2-0 record and an over 7 ERA, trying to keep Tennessee Wesleyan close in this one, as that one is bounced over to Pena. Throw to first. It's a bit low, but caught by Santana. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. So Dan Fry has that big home run that tied it up 2-2. Anthony Williams with the go-ahead RBI on the fielder's choice. And it'll bring up Shamoy Christopher, the catcher. Batting left-handed. Meza with a high kick in the offer. Right down Broadway on a fastball, 0-1. Sun really beaming down here on senior day, finale of the regular season for Bluefield College baseball. Only 3 seniors celebrated today. Very young team. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Long run back for Huntley, and that ball goes off the base of the wall. Huntley will throw it to his cutoff, and it's a stand-up double over for Shamoy Christopher. Malik Stevens on now as the courtesy runner. It was a bit odd there because Huntley looked up like that ball was going to clear it, and I thought that the ball was hit well, but not well enough. Now what are these umpires talking about? What are they discussing? Billy Berry's going to go back to the third base side. Appears that Christopher is in with a double. Nobody has been called out. And they will call it a home run. See, that's what we were confused about. Huntley turned around, looked up, and then threw it back in so confidently. Apparently that ball actually hit the scoreboard, and it's a home run for the catcher. So now it's 4-2. Of course, our camera isn't of high enough resolution where we can look that one back, but that makes sense. It's hard to see that far away to where that ball landed, and it happened so quickly that it looked like it landed off the base of the wall. But you could hear a thud like it hit the scoreboard. So Christopher launches a home run. Now it's a 2-run ball game instead of a 1-run game. So Meza deals a first pitch strike to Marquez, strike 1. Wait, Christopher hit that one hard. His 6th bomb of the year. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ball starting to pop off for Tennessee Wesleyan. Rams led 2-0 after the home run from Joseph Cardona. Now we have seen 4 unanswered. That pitch is swung on down the left field line and foul. Got an 0-2 with 1 out. Meza kicks and offers. Marquez swings and cranks that one to deep right field. Back at the warning track, Holzer settles down and makes the catch, 2 outs. Boy, it is jumping off of Meza here. Tennessee Wesleyan has recognized that, and that was almost a back-to-back home run situation, but instead 2 outs at the top of the 7th inning. Josmel Rodriguez back to the plate. Rodriguez walked once, 0 for 1 against Nathan Cutler. Here's the pitch. And it's high and in, ball 1. 4-2 the score. Series finale, Tennessee Wesleyan trying to get the brooms out against Bluefield. Rams will have the 6, 7, 8 due up next. Here's the 1-0. Lined out to center field. Huntley galloping back, still sprinting, and makes the catch. Hard hit balls all around for Tennessee Wesleyan, and they have a run to show for it. Shmoy Christopher with the big time solo shot makes it 4-2, and it's now stretch time at Bowen Field. 4-2 the score. Bulldogs up by 2. Bottom of the 7th inning. Andreas Holzer up to the plate, and he takes a first pitch strike from Gavin Robertson. Bailey Engel on the call here. It's been a fun year of Bluefield College sports. This will be our last one of the 2018-2019 school year. The 0-1 is outside and low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wrapping up my second season as the voice of Bluefield College everything. I've enjoyed calling the sports for the Rams in blue and white this year. It's to Holzer, cut on and missed. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Holzer up to the plate, the pitch. Swings and grounds it down the third baseline. Picked up by Dreher, sidearms to first, 1 out. So Cutler at the moment in line for the loss. In line for the win is Seeley after pitching 5 innings. Rams with 3 hits today, 2 of them from Joseph Cardona, 1 from Andy Pena. Marcus Espinal trying to break that up. Another guy celebrating senior day. Final game at Bowen Field. He swings and chops that one foul. Third base side, now to play. 4-2 the score. Would be a really big win for Bluefield against number 2 Tennessee Wesleyan. Rams have kept it close. 0-1. Fouled away, right side. Quickly down 0-2. Well, you can see for Tennessee Wesleyan, they're not going to have any problem as far as depth of their pitching staff, and that's been Bluefield's problem all year. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Giles gobbles it up. Throw to first. Got him. Oh, Robertson went down to the dirt on the mound there. Seems to be okay, though. Couple of ground ball outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Carlos Torres will get another stab at it. First pitch, outside. So Torres cranked a ball deep to left field off of Seeley. He's 0 for 2. Here's the 1-0. Outside. Scrapes in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Torres has also struck out once today. Gavin Robertson had a walk and a strikeout. That one is popped up behind home plate, out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 gone. Robertson deals. Line drive left field and caught by the center fielder in left center. Reichenborn makes the catch. A quick bottom of the 7th. We are on to the 8th. 4-2 the score. Tennessee Wesleyan leads by 2. the on for the top of the 8th inning. Rams are down 4-2 to the number 2 team in the country. Mesa is still on the mound, up against the top of the lineup now in Reichenborn. Jamoy Christopher launched a home run out to right center field on him. And that was the only hit Mesa gave up in the top of the 7th as Reichenborn shows bunt, and that one is spiked in the dirt, ball 1. But every other bat or ball off for the bat against Mesa was hit hard. Unfortunately for the Rams, they were just able to make catches. Here's the 1-0. Slap to left field, a base hit for Reichenborn. 6th hit of the day for Tennessee Wesleyan. He'll stay at first with a leadoff single. So Mesa, the guy that just throws it into the strike zone and kind of relies on his fielders to make the play. Now to Dreyer. Runner at first, and the pitch. We get another line drive to left field. Bouncing through the 5-6 hole. Another hit. Reichenborn halts at second base. 2 straight singles. And unfortunately, this seems like it could be a trend against Mesa here. It'll be Bryce Giles to the plate. 4-2 the score. 7 hits. Flock on deck. Rams hoping for a double play and potentially trying to field a bunt attempt here from Giles with the 2 corner infielders playing in Santana as well as Millette. He shows bunt. Could this be a bluff? Nope. He's going to try to bunt it as it goes outside and low. 1 ball and no strikes. No outs. Tennessee Wesleyan trying to put this one out of reach. Rams will have 2 more chances to bat here. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the 1-0. Pulls back a bunt attempt, and that one paints in the strike zone. 1-1. Two runners on. Here's the pitch, and it's low. Mesa missing the zone here, 3-1. Ready for the 2-1, or rather the 3-1. Scoreboard says 2-1. I believe it's 3-1. Still showing bunt, and it is a strike. So either way, how many balls it is, there are 2 strikes on Bryce Giles. Two runners on, no outs. 4-2 the score. Giles trying to swing away here. Mesa trying to get the first out of the top of the 8th inning. Showing bunt and lays it down. It's a fair ball and a good one. Mesa throws to first. Waiting on the call. And it looks like they're still waiting on the call here. Now Bryce Giles is making his way back to first base, so I guess he's safe. It looks like the Pena took his foot off of the bag. Well, it would have been nice for the umpire to actually signal that to us, but we made the correct guess there. Bases are loaded. Now bases are loaded for Alex Flock. Trying to break it open on the Rams senior day. Here's the pitch, and it's low for ball one. So only 3 seniors celebrated today from Bluefield, and Huntley, Espinal, and Santana. And Espinal's family made their way out. Marcus' dad, Ralph, and his uncle, Francisco, as well as Derek Martinez. They drove 8 hours to come watch in Bluefield. He's playing at short now, deep on that line. Could the Rams get that win here today for him? 1-0. Block rounds it down the first baseline and foul just by inches. 1-1. Bases loaded, no outs, 4-2 the score. Couple of singles, then a bunt single. So 3 singles in a row, 2 of them out to left field. Counted 1-1 with 1 out. Or no outs, excuse me. Rams could sure use a double play. Here's the pitch. It on the ground, deep in the 5-6 hole. It's a base hit. Reichenborn scores. Here comes Dreyer, and it's a 2-run single for Flock. 6-2 the score. This has been broken open. You could just tell from Meza, even though he only gave up 1 run in that 7th inning, that this was going to go maybe not his way after they were making contact on the first pitches that he was throwing to him. And Anthony Williams, Tennessee Wesleyan, trying to put this one out of reach, already up by 4 in the top of the 8th. Thomas Huddleston and Mike White just trying to keep Meza on the mound for as long as possible. Already has allowed 2 runs in the top of the 8th inning with no outs and 2 men aboard now. 4 straight singles. Meza steps off right back towards the rubber. Looks and deals, and it's high, ball 1. Now Rams should really have another arm starting to warm up in the pen, but as who can they throw out there? They do have somebody warming up, but it's hard to see because the batting facility is right in our line of sight. Ball and no strikes. Anthony Williams trying to show why Tennessee Wesleyan is the number 2 team in the NAIA. Flock with a gigantic lead at first. The pitch outside corner, and now it's 1-1. Meza slowed the game down in a pace that it was really blistering. I mean, we got to the 8th inning an hour and a half in. Now it's slowed down. Ready for the 1-1. Popped up foul behind home plate, now to play. Ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Back in on the left side, Anthony Williams adjusts his batting helmet. 1 for 3 today, had the game's go-ahead RBI. 6 runs unanswered for Tennessee Wesleyan after being down 2-0. That pitch is grounded over to first. Santana turns, throws to second, right back to first. Bounces away. Santana's going to try to get it, and another run will score. Bryce Giles now makes it 7-2. Rams get their 1 out. Now there's a runner at first. Second time where Anthony Williams nearly grounds into a double play. And he gets another RBI off of a fielder's choice. 5-run lead, 7 unanswered for Tennessee Wesleyan, and their largest lead of the series. It'll be Dan Fry's turn. Rounded out his last time up, was the first batter pitched to by Meza. The pitch inside and low ball one. So now for Justin Meza, he has allowed 4 runs. Cutler allowed 3, all of them earned. Well, there was an error on that throw over to first base, so that run came in unearned, 7-2 the score. You actually have to call that earned, though, because the double play, they weren't even going to try to throw it home. Giles went anyways. That ball is cranked to deep center field. Huntley at the run towards the warning track, and that ball's out of here. 2-run home run for Dan Fry, his second home run of the ball game. And now it's 9-2. Did it once to right field. That time it lands off of the scoreboard. 3rd home run of the game overall from Tennessee Wesleyan, and the 2nd one from their left fielder. So now all of a sudden, Tennessee Wesleyan has a chance to really break this one into a run rule contest here with 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. And Mike White is out. New pitcher coming in. Maze's day is done. 9-2 the score. 10 hits on the board now for Tennessee Wesleyan. Cody Gardere on the mound for Bluefield. It is now a 9-2 ball game and has escalated quickly as Anthony Williams watches the first pitch high for ball 1. Tough outing for Justin Meza. Goes just an inning and a third, allows 6 hits, 1 earned run. That pitch is high. I don't know how that could be correct on our DAC stats here. No walks, no strikeouts. Just tons of hits. Here's the 1-1. Hit in the air to right field. Holzer backs up and snatches that frozen ropes. It was actually Shamoy Christopher at the plate, And now there are 2 outs. Dan Fry has hit 2 home runs in this game. One of them tied it up, and that one just put it out of reach. 9-2 the score. Adrian Marquez at the plate in the top of the 8th inning. Rams with 2 chances to try to tie it up or take the lead, but it's going to be a tall task here. First pitch, and it's high for ball 1. So Tennessee Wesleyan looking for their 44th win as that one is grounded sharply off of the first baseman's glove. Santana fielded by Pena on the rebound and can't have it throw over to first base. That was a hot shot on the ground, and it's actually a wonder that that ball actually was tipped at all. But it's another hit, the 11th one. This inning just keeps on going. Josmel Rodriguez back up to the dish now. 9-2, a 7-run lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. And Bluefield had a hold on this game. It was 3-2. Meza comes in and really just struggled. First pitch. Hit on the ground over to short. Espinal tosses to second, and that is it for the top of the 8th. Tennessee Wesleyan puts up a 5 spot on Bluefield in the top of the 8th inning. They lead now by 7 on to the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-2. New pitcher on the mound is Irving Martin, and a first pitch strike to Andy Pena. Couple of changes. Dan Fry is now in center. It's actually, no, Dan Fry's in left, and out in center is Malik Stevens. Over at third is Chase Fullington. So there are the changes. 0-2 now to Andy Pena. Rams in the 9-1-2, bottom of the 8th, down by 7. Here's the 0-2. Outside, just missing, ball 1. So the final line on the second pitcher, Gavin Roberson. Roberson only pitched 2 innings, only gave up 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Cut on and missed. There's strike 3. Back to the top of the lineup for Jordan Huntley. 0 for 3. So a big-time top of the 8th, 5-run scoring for Tennessee Wesleyan as Huntley fouls it off. That has put them up with their biggest lead of the series. Meza just showing the lack of depth in Bluefield's bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And you just can't expect your starters to always come out and have 6 innings of work where they only give up maybe 1 run. Cutler did his best, gave up 3. Meza came in, and Tennessee Wesleyan just had him dialed up. 0-2. Up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Irving Martin, another pitcher for Tennessee Wesleyan. 3.86 ERA, 8-2 on the year. Wow, with 1 save. 58 and a third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Comes into this game with 75 strikeouts now. So here's Jose Santana, 2 outs, nobody on. 9-2 the score. Tennessee Wesleyan leads. Irving Martin, a guy who is now a reliever, had made 9 starts on the season. This is his 16th appearance. First pitch, hit in the air, shallow right center. Marquez shuffles to the left and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down in almost record amount of time. We'll head to the ninth. 9-2 the score. Tennessee Wesleyan looking for the sweep. Malik Stevens, the center fielder, will lead it off up against Cody Gardier. Top of the ninth inning. Rams are down by 7. Bailey Engel on the call here. It's been a fun year of Bluefield baseball. A couple of good wins for the Rams and just coming up short as far as the pitching staff goes against Tennessee Wesleyan. That first pitch on the outside corner at strike 1. And really can't say that fully. It's more of Rams haven't been able to pile up hits on these just great pitchers for Tennessee Wesleyan. Good starting outings really each of the days. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back 0-2. The best one came from Stephen Estep. He only allowed 1 earned run through 9 innings. His team didn't help him out with 6 errors. Perkins struggled a little bit. Cutler gave up 3 runs, all of them earned. Also had 3 walks. But at that point, it was only 3-2. Here's the 0-2 to Stevens, and a tie for ball 1. Mesa allowed 6 runs. Excuse me, 7 runs. That pitch is low and called a strike. Stevens looks at it, strikeout for Cody Gardier. And there's 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Going to bring up Chase Bullington. He swings and misses, strike 1. Got it 0-1. Here's the pitch to the third baseman. He swings and taps it on the right side. Fielded by Pena. Sidearms to first, 2 gone. Rams will try to start out some sort of rally with their 3rd hitter in the lineup in the bottom of the 9th inning. It looks like we're going to have another pinch hitter. That'll be Corey Winan. So Dan Fry, the big star in this game, 2 for 4 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. As he swings and pops that one up, Winan fouls it off onto the right side. Santana goes to the ground and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 9th inning. Final chance for the Rams, down by 7 when we come back. Bottom of the ninth inning. Rams are down by 7. Bailey Engel on the call here, bottom of the ninth. And Anzi Millet going up against Marquez, who is now on the mound. So Addison Adams is out in right field. First pitch is fouled off for strike one. So the Rams had their final chance to try to tie this one up or take the lead. It's been a tough game, especially out of the bullpen for Bluefield. Those runs all unanswered as Millet fouls that one off. And selfishly here, although I would love to see the Rams to win, there is a big wasp in this press box, and we are waiting for him to exit so the game can speed along, and the wasp is gone. Just crawled out the window. So we're right back to baseball. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. It's inside and high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got it 1-2, nobody on. Millet trying to start a rally. The pitch pops it up, foul territory, right side. Williams towards the track and watches it land on the roof. It'll be Millet, Napoleon, and Joseph Cardona. Adrian Marquez filling in for Irving Martin. Pitched an inning, struck out 2. The shutout. Rams have only scored 2 runs off the bat of Joseph Cardona on a home run. Rams led at that point and are now 9 unanswered runs. Pitch from Marquez, swinging a foul tip. By the way, Al Cruz is the catcher. One ball, 2 strikes. Well, that is 0 for 3. Marquez readies and deals. It's inside and low. Bouncing in the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, it's been fun calling the games for Bluefield College this year. Always enjoy being at Bowen Field, which I really do believe is one of the best fields in the Appalachian Mountains, maybe the best field in the NAIA. Here's the 2-2. Let fouls it back. Now, hopefully next year we'll have a press box that'll be a little better on the vantage point of seeing the ball game for you folks at home. And even better for us, I can tell if a pitch is outside or not. But it has been fun here at Bowen Field. Such a historic ballpark, and everybody for the Bluefield baseball program really treats me very well. Mike White, Garrett Schilling, as well as Thomas Huddleston. That pitch is low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now, this team has had its shortcomings this year, but it's been fun to watch them really grit it out against some of these tougher teams in the conference. Marquez deals the payoff. Swinging a foul tip again. And it's been also interesting to see some of the starting pitching improve as the year went on. Alex Perkins, we saw E-Step with a great game yesterday, and Nathan Cutler with a couple of good starts at the latter end of this season. That pitch goes outside. Rams have a runner on, down by 7, ball 4. Bring up Lennon Napoleon. Talk about a fun guy to watch, Pepe Napoleon. Certainly one of those guys. Always electrified as soon as he gets on the base paths. I remember one game, he seemed to be hobbled by some sort of rolled ankle, and it was only temporary because it wasn't around for the next game, but he was hopping around almost cartoonishly around the base paths because he couldn't run. First pitch to him, he swings and misses, strike 1. No outs, 7-run lead, bottom of the 9th inning. So unless a miracle happens here, Tennessee Wesleyan will improve to get another win. Right now, looking for their 44th win as that one is fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Of the Tennessee fans, or Tennessee Wesleyan fans know at home, not one of the better teams in the NAIA, just up and down, a great pitching staff. 0-2. Rounded foul on top of the Tennessee Wesleyan dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. How about Dan Fry? 2 home runs today. Shmoy Christopher with the other one, but Joseph Cardona, 2 of the 3 Rams hits. That's going to be hard to win a game when you only hit the ball 3 times. Ready for the 0-2. Fouled back again. Rams are battling here. No balls, 2 strikes. Napoleon trying to get on base. So for 2 today, scored a run on the homer from Joseph Cardona, who's up next. Marquez eyes and deals. Swing and a miss. Napoleon lunged out outside, missed the ball. Strike 3, 1 out. I'll bring up Cardona, 2 for 3 with a home run. It was a 2-run shot, put Bluefield up. That was in the bottom of the 4th inning off of the starter Seeley, who's now in line for the win. Marquez is on the mound. Millette is at first. First pitch to Napoleon, drops low. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Senior day here for Bluefield. Final game at home for 3 seniors, Santana, Espinal, and Jordan Huntley. Here's the 1-0. Into the air, deep to right. Adams backs up, walks to the left, gloves it, 2 outs. And Joseph Cardona's day will end 2 for 4. Andreas Holzer, one of the final chances for Bluefield to keep this inning going. 9-2 the score, 7-run lead for Tennessee Wesleyan. Rams trying to get into that AAC tournament, and they have succeeded. Right now it's 7th place. They dropped to 7th after Union jumped over them. That pitch hits the outside corner, strike 1. The pitch, sliding off foul. And the Rams are down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Two gone. Runner at first, and the Rams down by 7. Marquez nods. Deals to the righty. Swung on. Chopper slowly bouncing left side. Picked up at third. Fullington rifles to first. And Tennessee Wesleyan comes away with a sweep to win it 9-2 here on a Sunday. So the Rams right now finish their regular season at 23-23. And for Bluefield, next up will be the AAC tournament and our final game of the 2018-2019 season here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. It's been a fun year for you folks, or for me to broadcast to you folks here in Bluefield, and I hope you learned something along the way. My name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score, 9-2. Tennessee Wesleyan sweeps Bluefield in 3 games. And until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.